What's going on, guys? I am the Psychedelic Mystic, and I'm coming at you live from my bedroom. Right after class, I stayed up late last night, and I am tired as shit. I watched the extended cut of Suicide Squad at around 3 in the morning. I got done, and I thought to myself, I don't really want to make a video on this, but got a few hours of sleep and had to go to class, and I'm back now. It's about 11 a.m. And if you recall back to my initial review that I did with Tarek for our Fresh from the Theater series, we both liked it. I mean, yeah, we thought it was not deserving of the hate it got at all, and we thought it was a really fun movie. Over time, though, my opinion on Suicide Squad drastically changed, and what I thought was great just became kind of okay, and there were a lot of cracks in the scenes that I didn't notice on my first viewing, and I still think that it's completely underrated. It's one of the more underrated movies of the year, but it's not as good as I thought it was. So it's kind of interesting to see how my opinion has changed over the course of just a few months. And I think David Ayer even went out and said that there won't be an extended cut of this movie, that the theatrical cut is his cut. So it makes me wonder if they saw the negative reviews and Warner Brothers was in a mad dash to copy off of Batman vs. Superman's success on Blu-ray sales, that people will want to see extra footage. The problem is, Batman vs. Superman, Zack Snyder completely admitted, while it was released in theaters that, hey, there is a Blu-ray and this is my vision. This is what the definitive version of my movie is. It will be rated R and everything, and there's 30 minutes that was lost, in translation in the editing room. And I loved the ultimate cut of Batman vs. Superman, as you all know. And I've talked about that movie probably more than any other on this channel. Suicide Squad really did nothing for me. And it sucks to say that, because I was looking forward to seeing more Joker. I was looking forward to seeing better scene transitions, better editing, and really none of that is present in the extended cut. I can't really spoil anything because it's not really worth putting up a spoiler warning, because I'll tell you right now, if you're about to spend $30 fucking on Suicide Squad, you better be okay with the fact that there's only 2 extra fucking minutes of Jared Leto's Joker, which is completely insane, I think. He has top billing, next to Will Smith. He has his name above Margot Robbie, who is arguably the main character of the movie. If you're gonna have Jared Leto's name plastered over your fucking movie poster in front of Margot Robbie, then you better make sure you have him in your movie. There were a lot of people that were pissed off about that, with the theatrical cut. I feel like it's going to be the same way with this extended cut, that they only used his name, and pictures of the Joker to push sales. I won't talk about individual scenes that are in the movie, like, the released Harley chasing the Joker on the motorcycle scene, all of that is whatever. It really doesn't help the plot of the movie like Batman vs. Superman's extended cut did. It's just, you get to see more interaction with, characters, but at the same time, I don't really feel like they ever become the family that they promise that they are. When I rewatched Suicide Squad, there's a lot of things that remind me of 2015's Fantastic Four. As much as I hate saying that, this film is not nearly as horrible as Fant4stick, but when the movie ended, they expected you to feel like, hey, the Fantastic Four is a family, you care about these characters. It's sort of the same way with Suicide Squad, I'm afraid. You have all these characters, and some are cool, some are just kind of wasted, but there's not really a family behind them being together. They're all locked up in prison again, they're all separated, and I don't really feel like there's any sort of attachment to these characters besides Will Smith's Deadshot and Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. They're really the only two that feel like they like each other. And for a movie called Suicide Squad, that really, really shouldn't be. I really think if you get everything about this movie wrong, you at least get their family aspect right. Again, I don't mean to sound like a hater, I'm just sort of very disappointed with the way that Warner Brothers has been handling this, and I'm so worried they're going to think that, oh, because we got a lot of Blu-ray sales, we're going to be able to do this with every single DC Universe movie. And if they do this with Wonder Woman, I can't imagine their DC Extended Universe lasting much longer, because fans are getting pissed off at that. I forgave it with Batman vs. Superman because it gave me one of my favorite movies of the year. Suicide Squad really only had an extended cut because Batman vs. Superman worked, and nothing else. And they promised extra footage, you know, to get people interested to buy it, but I'm telling you right now, don't spend $30 on this like I know it'll cost. It costed me like, I think it was $25 on Vudu or whatever I watched it on. Batman vs. Superman I got on Blu-ray for $30. I think Suicide Squad's going to be just as much. It is not worth that much money, I am afraid. But I do think you should check the movie out, just wait for a price drop. I really, really don't think $30, you know, is justified by that extended cut title, because there's not enough content with it to really make it special, I'm afraid. And if you love this movie, then yeah, I'm sure your experience with this extended cut will be different than mine, but if you didn't like Suicide Squad that much, there's really nothing in this extended cut that'll change your mind. I still think Jared Leto, there's not enough Joker in him to really compare him to past Jokers like Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger to see how he compares to them. There is just not enough Joker footage in this movie to, you know, give him a fair comparison, and that sucks, you know? I was really looking forward to seeing a fresh take on the Joker, and we got a little bit of that, but not enough. Absolutely not enough. As far as these characters, I really don't care where they go except for Harley Quinn. I would love to see her in a Batman movie, but as far as I'm concerned, I could care less about seeing Killer Croc or Deadshot or anyone else in a Suicide Squad sequel. I may not even want to see it in theaters because David Ayer kind of messed this one up that bad. But do I think it's a bad movie? No, absolutely not. There's been a ton of other worse movies, and it's not even the worst superhero movie of the year, I think. That honor, I think, definitely goes to Apocalypse. But as far as Suicide Squad, I just think it's a mess. You know, I just think it's a little bit of a mess, and it has some problems that the extended cut doesn't really fix, like Batman vs. Superman's Ultimate Cut did. It sucks to say that, but it's still my least favorite DC Extended Universe movie, but I will say it is decent enough. It's just a bit of a mess. But for $30, you're really not getting your money's worth, I think. You know, wait until it's like $10 or $15. Or if you can, watch it online. I know there are tons of websites you could find on your phone to just watch it. But anyways, I think that wraps up my little review / rant on Suicide Squad. I can't really act like I'm surprised that this movie didn't impress me, because I had a lot of doubts with this, and for only 13 minutes more, it really, really isn't justified. You know, they could have easily shown this footage in a theater, and it wouldn't have hurt or helped the ratings at all. But with that being said, I am the Psychedelic Mystic, and thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace!